Hey, fourth grade, welcome back. Mr. Freeman here, getting ready to jump into the week 7, day 2 activities. So go ahead and grab your packet. Today we are going to be answering text-dependent questions, all right? So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, our first question says, describe the process of an earthquake. So let's see what evidence we can use from this chunk text to answer this question. The chunk text says, not all changes to the earth are slow. Earthquakes occur rapidly. They take place when two tectonic plates rub against each other. The edge of one plate becomes hung up, then suddenly comes unstuck. This causes a jolt that can be felt far above on the Earth's surface. So for me, I heard 3 major steps of the process of an earthquake. I heard that earthquakes happen when two tectonic plates rub against each other. The second thing I heard was that one plate gets hung up and quickly unstuck. And the last thing that happens in this process is that movement then causes a jolt that we can feel on the Earth's surface. All right. So that's the process of an earthquake. Let's move on to our next question. It says, according to the text, how can volcanic eruptions be different? How can volcanic eruptions be different? In the chunk text, it says that the shifting of plates also creates volcanoes. A volcano is an opening in the crust. It allows ash, gas, and molten rock from the mantle to flow through to the Earth's surface. In some eruptions, these materials burst forth in an explosion. Volcanic ash is sent into the air and can be carried miles away by the wind. In other eruptions, lava simply oozes out and flows down the side of the volcano. So did you hear the 2 ways that they can be different? So I'm going to share with you what I found and what I heard in this reading. One, it says volcanic eruptions can happen differently. For example, ash, gas, and molten rock burst forth and causes ash to be carried away by the wind in some eruptions. Now, on the other hand, lava slowly oozes out and flows down the volcano in other eruptions. So the 2 major differences here are, 1, there's a big explosion. 2, in the other way that they erupt is that lava just simply oozes down the side of the volcano. So 2 totally different scenarios here, 2 totally different differences of how volcanic eruptions, how they occur. All right, let's move on to the next question. It says, who is Pele and what does she represent in the Hawaiian culture? In the chunk text, it says that Pele is known as the goddess of volcanoes and fire. She is an important figure in Hawaiian culture. She represents all of the elements related to volcanoes. This includes magma, steam, and ash. Magma is a hot mix of melted and partly melted rock. When magma makes it to the surface of a volcano and starts flowing down, we call it lava. Pele is an akua, which some people translate as goddess, but Ule Kanahele prefers to think of Pele as an element. Kanahele is a scientist. She works to preserve native Hawaiian culture. Kanahele says Pele does not exist to punish anyone. It is more like she is a part of nature. So the first thing we want to answer is, who is Pele? Well, Pele is the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes and fire. And then what does she represent in Hawaiian culture? In the Hawaiian culture, she is a symbol of all of the elements of a volcano, such as magma, steam, and ash. So in Hawaiian culture, she is kind of seen as a goddess of volcanoes and fire. So of course in Hawaii, there's lots of volcanoes. So Pele serves as a symbol of that, which is an important part of Hawaiian culture. All right. And in our last question for today, how does the legend of Pele explain the flow of lava from an active volcano? Well, in the text, it says that in Hawaiian culture, Pele means the creation of land, said Palani Kowaloa. I said that right. Sorry, guys. She teaches traditional Hawaiian literature and hula. Pele has two forms. Koalawa explained. One stays at the crater tending to her fire pit. Another goes holo holo, or exploring. This form wanders around the towns near the volcano in the form of lava. That's exactly what is happening now. Cracks are opening up in the town on the sides of the volcano, and lava is flowing out. So, how does the legend of Pele explain how lava flows from an active volcano? Well, they told us that the legend of Pele has a form that goes hola hola, which means exploring, right? So this particular form is the one that wanders around towns that are near the volcano as lava. So think about or envision Pele being this goddess and wandering around the towns that are near the volcanoes. That is the same way that lava flows. It kind of flows near towns that are near the volcano. All right. So that's all I have for today, guys. Excellent job with the text dependent questions. Come back tomorrow for day 3. And you guys will see Miss Johnson. She's going to walk you through that day 3 activity. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe. All right. See you later.